Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Barakatah. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to Yakim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. We're almost out of here, Akim. This is the brother Raya with another video, and I'm going to be doing a sit down to show that Eve wasn't made from a literal rib of Adam. That's just a complete madness, because to the average wacky-tacky Christian out here, they read the Bible like a regular book from beginning to end, but that's not how the Bible works. It's like a puzzle. You have to pick pieces from here and there to get the answer you're looking for, which clears up any contradictions people think the Bible may have, as it says in my first precept in Isaiah 28 verse 10, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. And if you had the understanding to know that, then you could find all the answers you need in the Bible. But again, in order to understand that, you have to have the Spirit working with you, and that's not the case for everybody, which we can clearly see. And I'm gonna go to a little quick excerpt from theguardian.com that reads, "Why do men have fewer ribs than women? Men and women have 12 pairs of ribs. A few individuals have 13 or 11 pairs. The idea that men have fewer ribs than women is widespread but wrong, perhaps deriving from the biblical story of Eve being made from one of Adam's ribs." So you see, that's just complete madness that makes the Bible look bad when you people without understanding go around spouting that unknowledge. Which brings me to my next precept in Titus 1:14, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. And Eve being made from a rib of Adam is a commandment of men that turns from the truth and just gives, again, the Bible a bad name. So now let's get into the understanding of the fact that Eve was just a distant relative of Adam, probably a third cousin or something. This is Genesis chapter 2, verse 21. And the Lord God, and real quick, Lord there is Yahweh, which is the Most High's true name. And if you go into the Strong's Concordance, God there is the Elohim, which were the spirits that help the Most High put everything together. And Yahushua, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, was one of the Elohim. So think about it like this. Yahweh the Most High was the architect who came up with the design, and Yahushai and the Elohim were the builders of it. And those Elohim are in fact the 144,000 elect that are here today preaching this word. And real quick, also there were two types of Adams. There was the first Adams that came about, which is, as it says in Genesis 1:27, so the Elohim created man in their own image. In the image of the Elohim created he him, male and female created he them. Those were the pre-flood peoples that weren't a part of the chosen Adam, which was the Adam which Noah and his sons came through, which were in fact Yahushai. And you can tell the difference between the two types of Adams when you go to Genesis 2:7, because it says, and Yahweh and the Elohim formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And this chosen Adam, which was in fact Yahushai, if you can receive it, was the first Adam to get the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High put into him, showing that there was always a chosen group of people of the Most High. As we go to 2 Esdras chapter 16, verse 61, he made man and put his heart in him, in the midst of the body, and gave him breath, life, and understanding, those laws, statutes, and commandments. And for you that are a little iffy on Yahushai being that chosen Adam, just go to Revelations 1:8. I am the Alpha, the beginning, that chosen Adam, and the Omega, the end, when Yahushai returns in that chariot to save his people. The beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. Just a little side note, but let's get back to it. Genesis 2 verse 21. And Yahweh and Elohim caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And when the Most High put this deep sleep on Adam, he didn't take that rib and make Eve out of it, as it says in Job. Where is it at? Job 33 and 14. For God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. So when the Most High put that deep sleep on Adam, he put it into his mind of who Eve would be, who again was a distant relative of Adam, who she would be, and for him to be attracted to her. And the reason the Most High had a distant relative of Adam be the one to bring about Cain and Abel is because the Most High wanted the bloodline to be pure. And the rib which Yahweh and the Elohim had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, This is now of my Slakia. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. And if you don't have the understanding and don't do a precept upon precept or line upon line, it would sound pretty straightforward, where people think that Eve was a literal rib from Adam, but we have to go to the scriptures to prove that that's otherwise. And first I'm going to go to Judges chapter 9, verse 1. And Abimelech, the son of Jerubbaal, went to Shechem unto his mother's brethren, and communed with them, and with all the family of the house of his mother's father, saying, Speak, I pray you, in the ears of all the men of Shechem, whether is better for you, either that all the sons of Jerubbaal, which are 70 persons, reign over you, or that one reign over you. Remember also that I am your bone and your flesh, so your relative, your blood. And his mother's brethren spake of him in the ears of all the men of Shechem all these words, and their hearts inclined to follow Abimelech, for they said, He is our brother. So strike one. Now let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 19 verse 11. And King David sent to Zadok and to Abiathar the priests, saying, Speak unto the elders of Judah, saying, Why are ye the last to bring the king back to his house, seeing the speech of all Israel is come to the king, even to his house? Ye are my brethren, ye are my bones and my flesh. Wherefore then are ye the last to bring back the king? And say ye to Amasa, Art thou not my bone and of my flesh? God do so to me, and more also, if thou be not captain of the host before me continually in the room of Joab. So as you can see, that flesh and bone is a relative, a blood related kin. And now let's go to here we go, Genesis 29 verse 12. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. And it came to pass, when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob his sister's son, that he ran to meet him, and embraced him, and kissed him, and brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things. And Laban said to him, Surely thou art my bone and my flesh. And he abode with him the space of a month. So with that, it becomes much more clear when, as it says in Genesis 2 verse 22, and the rib which Yahweh and the Elohim had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. she shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. So I hope this has cleared up any misunderstandings that Eve was a literal rib of Adam. She was just, again, a distant relative, probably a third cousin or anything, because with the scriptures, as it says in Isaiah 28:10, it must be line upon line and precept upon precept to get the understanding of any mysteries that it may be to you. So with this video, I hope any of you out there watching were edified. Kwam Yasharala. Until next time, Shalom.